millimeter.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. And he whips them, right? He whips the kicks.
While Usuma Osley taking advantage. Here's a close look at all
toughness, grit, desire, willingness to put yourself in fire to try to win like Honey is doing here. Still on, this is a legal shot. This is, and now that ref knows.
The fighting pride of Morocco continues his chase for greatness tonight. Following a perfect 4-0 start to his karate combat career, Usuma Osley.
Fighters, enter the pit.
Round number one, the welterweight throne will be occupied by one of these two fighters at the end of this affair. Usuma Osley, the youngster with blistering power and precision, and James Honey, the veteran who's seen it all.
Yeah, Honey touched him a couple of times in that exchange. Two long, lean racehorses out here fighting.
Nice spinning effort there from Osley.
The hook kick tried to train him, like we were talking about earlier, to expect it and then use the turning side kick to the body.
Usuma Osley has displayed such proficiency with differentiating his attacks and not telegraphing a single millimeter.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. And he whips them, right? He whips the kicks.
Honey locks up guard, takes out the structure and position of Osley, resets to the center. Looks like James Honey already busted open. No honey, but blood coming down from the dome, Robin.
I mean, his is probably sweet, right? Sweet as blood.
Spinning effort there from Osley gets through. It's a tornado of offense early from the youngster.
Smart, very smart. Osley now sort of takes away any, you know, you're attacking on all these angles and then you come straight in and take him straight down.
And for some that see this style from Osley and question the cardiovascular system, he proved he can go the distance and keep this same pace. Last time out against Naimov for Davshin.
We were talking about tension earlier. He's not tense. His is more of a whip, right? An expression. He's not biting down and throwing like some fighters we've seen tonight. And there's value in that. There's lots of times that's a really important thing. But for this guy, he's going to do 5 rounds of expressing the punches, whipping the punches, gently launching them. He's relaxed. He goes from tension to relaxation to tension.
Nice effort there from Honey. But his offense so far through 2 minutes has been quite minimal.
Yeah, Osley is setting a lot of scenarios here for himself like that. The wide right hook.
And he's so adept at both stances, right? You don't really see too many practitioners that are equally as skilled in both frames. For Usuma Osley at just 23 to have this ceiling, right? This potential is just deeply impressive for the Moroccan.
Well, sometimes the younger you are and the more you came up with traditionally in your martial arts training, the more natural it is. It's hard to teach a 35-year-old to be as good on one side. That right there passes the guard and then throws punches. But a young kid like this, he's been coming up doing it. It's so natural. It's like, it's not one or two. He doesn't have 2 different stances. He's got either no stances or 1,000 stances, depending on how you want to look at it, right? Spinning back fist.
Great round for the Moroccan Usuma Osley. Giving James Honey so much data to download that it could be overloading the systems. Here's some replays from round number 1, Ralph.
Osley literally will be walking back to his corner thinking, I could do this all night long, and he could be right. There, controlling the space, controlling the body. When he didn't know what was coming, he locked it all down. And watch here, eyes locked right in, knows exactly where the feet are, throws the punch, follows it in. You gotta watch those up kicks. Then the spinning back fist will come right here. Touch, bing. Gets it with the forearm and the wrist, and a little bit of the gut of it is caught. The right arm of Sweet as Honey.
But this kickboxing bout's officially attached to his name, and Robin, we saw this earlier tonight with Deborah Evora, where that wiring is just difficult to unravel, right? This grappling equation that's introduced in the pit isn't something that James Honey has had to deal with in his 46 walks to competition.
It's true. And you can avoid it with your positioning, but there's a spinning back fist that rocked him.
Again, so lasered in and focused that
really is.
Nothing's penetrating the brain.
Yeah, he really is. There's a lot of times people will say, I don't care what my opponent does, I'm worried about what I'm going to do. And that's the scenario that Osley's in right now. If he's defensively sound, if he's positionally good, he's just concerned with himself here tonight.
1 minute 50 in round number 2 left. Every entry from James Honey into the pocket, Osuma Osley is making him pay. What can the Aussie do to start increasing and balancing out his success?
Yeah, it's tough. First thing he's got to do is get through this round and kind of slow it down, start to see what's happening a little bit, and then enter in different ways. Double and triple entry, fake entries.
Nice jab there from Osley, doubles up on it.
The nose is bloody now. It's going to affect, your ability to breathe. When you have fought a lot of striking battles of various... Oh, there's a right hand by Sweet.
And a left. Now the Moroccan trying to bite down on the mouthpiece. We'll see how recovered he is. James Honey does have 9 knockouts in his career.
If you're Osley's corner, you're like, let's not throw our hands up and say, I'm not hurt. Let's be smart. And that's what he's doing right here.
Final minute of round 2 might be the hardest strike that Osuma Osley has absorbed in his karate combat career.
Honey has definitely had the experience of breathing through blood coming out of both nostrils before, but it doesn't make it any easier.
Do you see maybe a dimension that James Honey should be attacking? Should it be isolating some strikes downstairs? Should it be targeting the body?
I think it's as much like a philosophy as anything else. It's like we need to go slower. We don't need to knock him out with one punch. We need to slowly start making connections. Oh, there he lands 2 in each one. Start making some connections, being smart. We've got 3 more rounds. Don't try to punch your way through every exchange. Start finding ways to strike and move and strike and move. It's a combat identity thing, but his intuition is, let's fight. That one was aluminum on ball.
And we've seen Osuma Osley find these types of spinning successes here inside the pit. Bit of gamesmanship at the end there, but that's that right from Sweet as Honey that got the Moroccan stumbling.
And then he came in behind a couple other ones. If he had stepped out even for there, that one did rock him. Step out for 1 second here. Maybe touch, but he got that desired way. He landed a good up.
Here's another look at that strike from James Honey. A right hand colliding with the skull of Osuma. Has to give the Australian some confidence as we head to the 3rd round of 5.
The other thing, there he lands it again, the right hand. The other thing he can start to do is go third. Fake first, draw 2, and go 3, right? He's going either 1 or 2, and trying to go third here. Use a fake to draw something. Oh, there he went first and 8-2, right? And I don't mean 2 as in the number of the punch, but his turn went, and he ate on Osley's turn. Try to set up a scenario where you get the 3rd strike.
Osley whiffing on a few right hands through 40 seconds, connects on that opportunity.
Fighting is not inherently turn-based, right? Fighting is fluid, it's liquid, it's ever-changing in the moment. Once you start playing turn-based, you want to be able to control that. You manipulate him to take a turn. If you're just going and missing or being blocked and being countered, that's no good, right? You want to manipulate it if it's turn. It isn't turn-based by nature, but if you want to make it turn-based, you force the situation.
And some would argue that playing with that tempo is the best way to get an opponent like Osuma Osley out of position, right? Mess with his timing.
Yeah, make him
seemingly not resorting to the same success, not increasing and deepening what he was working on in the 2nd frame. Round of 5.
The other thing, there he lands it again, the right hand. The other thing he can start to do is go third. Fake first, draw 2, and go 3, right? He's going either 1 or 2, and trying to go third here.
use a fake to draw something. Oh, there he went first and 8-2, right? And I don't mean 2 as in the number of the punch, but his turn went, and he ate on Osley's turn. Try to set up a scenario where you get the third strike.
Osley whiffing on a few right hands through 40 seconds, connects on that opportunity.
Fighting is not inherently turn-based, right? Fighting is fluid, it's liquid, it's ever-changing in the moment. Once you start playing turn-based, you want to be able to control that. You manipulate him to take a turn. If you're just going and missing or being blocked and being countered, that's no good, right? You want to manipulate it if it's turn. It isn't turn-based by nature, but if you want to make it turn-based, you force the situation.
And some would argue that playing with that tempo is the best way to get an opponent like Usuma Osley out of position, right? Mess with his timing.
Yeah, make him do something that doesn't work for him. Frustrate him. But right now, Osley is just having a good time, right? Take away his good time. Make it a bad time. I know some of these things sound simple, but sometimes you want to make it simple, right?
Midway point here of this third round. Osley finding comfort in the pace and position. James Honey seemingly not resorting to the same success, not increasing and deepening what he was working on in the second frame.
There he did a fake to come in, and then he ate the response. You want to evade the response and then respond to the response. But, I mean, to be honest, he's incredibly tough. It's incredibly gritty, very willing, still very much looking for the win. He's got 2 more rounds to do it. Like, you know, it's easy sometimes to fall towards what somebody doing wrong or what somebody else doing right. But these two are gritting it out.
Honey slips up against the pit wall. Usuma Osley taking advantage. Here's a close look at all of the blood pouring out of the orifices of James Honey.
Orify?
I don't know, what the plural is of orifice. I think orifices.
Orify. We're going to go with that.
20 seconds remaining in this third round. Osley, again, pings off the dome with the right.
Osley is having a great fight, but Honey, just by virtue of being here, he's getting the right hand through him. But it's tough to eat 6 and land 1 right hand. There he's evading.
It has been a perfect, competitive 2025 campaign for James Honey. Again, he is the 5th-ranked middleweight.
Yeah, and you know, as a result, he didn't just walk through everybody. He's been in tough fights before, been on the wrong side of rounds before, been roughed up before, so this isn't new much there. He's the one who ate it. So he faked in, watch, got a response, and boop. You want to draw that response, evade it, and then respond himself. If you can, easy to say, sitting at a desk over here, right? These guys are the guys in here gritting it out, fighting it out, and putting on a great display of martial artistry here. And toughness and grit. Heart.
Nice work from Osley there in the third as James Honey was ascending the pit to bring him back down. Round number 4, and Osley starts strong with another spinning offering. I feel like the range at which James Honey is contesting this in his best skill suit.
What you are seeing now that's different is he's throwing a second and a third punch. So when the first one is evaded, the second and the third will take him to where he's trying to go. There's a kick. Watch to see if he throws 2 and 3 punches again. Instead of trying to land one, watch.
Nice low kick from Osley.
Because it's on the second and third and beyond where he's going to get to Osley. There it is, right?
Right hand gets no response from Osley. Expression of determination on the 23-year-old. Brings us right over to the commentator booth. Usuma Osley has incorporated the grappling so effectively. Again, that's in this discipline, and the Moroccan is, I would say, a step ahead of James Honey in that category.
Yeah, and when you've hurt him a bit, and you've fatigued him a bit, and you've made him behave in ways he's unaccustomed to, you're just getting a lot of little wins here.
Ooh. Nice right from Osley. James Honey, like the Terminator, no expression change whatsoever, Robin.
Ooh, Osley is now really letting him go. There's a minute and a half in this round and 1 more round, so he just knows, well, he shook that off, but actually his body said he felt it.
Osley trying to return with some firepower. The Moroccan lacerated, bleeding down the left eyebrow.
I think Osley believes he could go hard for this minute and the whole next round.
Knees briefly buckled. James Honey connecting with a colossal right hand and a left.
And another. Honey's getting to him. He gets to him less frequently, but when he gets to him, he hurts him.
Nice grappling there from Usuma Osley. High IQ play when you're a bit damaged to try and slow the pace. Try and find a moment to breathe.
Yep. Get the gap back. Get a reset.
And reset. James Honey is hitting the resume button, Robin.
But Honey gets to him. He does get to him. If that is natural for Osley to play, and right after he does that little performative game, he strikes well and he lands, so good on him, right? When you go and make statements, non-fighting moments, and show off a little bit, whatever people want to describe it as, if it suits you, it works for you, right? If it's authentic.
Osley, final 10 seconds here of round number 4. Indicates that he connected on Honey there.
Osley's a dangerous dude tonight.
Folks, it is 2:54 a.m. local. This pit up. 3 minutes potentially remain. In our co-main event, welterweight title hangs in the balance between Osley and Honey. Nice work from Honey there. Osley again negating space with the grappling.
Yeah, and look at Honey now. Literally, the scenario is probably like the one we just played out, where his corner's like, we are not winning this fight, but we can win this fight. And Honey is fighting like he believes that to be certain with every fiber of his being as he eats a hard shot.
Nice stick there. Nice moves there by Osley. Always pointing and indicating when he connects on Honey. More gamesmanship than Steve Harvey on Family Feud, Robin.
Steve Harvey's your comparison? That's where you're going? I like it.
Again, Osley shakes it off, undeterred by any success from James Honey. That is something you simply cannot teach, Robin.
No, you're right. You can't teach what any of these guys are showing. You can teach a kick, yes. You can teach a punch, yes. But all of the attributes, the psychological and emotional attributes they're showing, those cannot be taught. They're earned. Toughness, grit, desire, willingness to put yourself in fire to try to win like Honey is doing here.
Nice work from Osley, peppering with some light ground and pound.
Yes, beautiful. Tries to pass. He's still on. This is a legal shot. This is, and now that ref knows, right? So he's probably, earlier we saw him standing up fights. Maybe some of the other officials just updated him on some of these things, and now with the knee on the belly, it is legal, and there it is not. Great job by the ref.
Excellent refereeing, and we resume the action. 1 minute 15 remain, and for James Honey, that sequence, though, gave up a lot to the judges. Osley firmly in the driver's seat as we head to the final stretch.
If you told Honey, in here fighting for the memory of his mother to finish out the year a champion, if you told him there would be a minute remaining in a fight and he has a chance to win it, he would welcome this minute every day of his life.
Uppercut from the Aussie. Thunder, down under, onto the chin. 45 remain. Usuma Osley gliding, surfing through. The Gold Coast representative.
James Honey, whose face is not looking sweet as Honey right now. Gory and swollen, bruised and bloodied. He's going to fight these last 30 seconds with everything he has. Pushing forward, looking for it. Throws the hook.
But Honey walks right back into the fire. Fighting for so much more than himself. Final 15 seconds. No quit in the Australian, but smooth moves from Usuma Osley.
Spinning kick here. Could throw the spinning hook kick. Nope. That's the fight. No.
Oh, nice short left. Osley shakes his head, but it did connect. It did get through. However, Robin Black, when we think about the scoring complexion of this one, I have a sneaking suspicion that a 23-year-old from Morocco might just become a new karate combat champion.
I think you are. I think you're accurate in that assessment. James Honey has got his arm in the air and he's celebrating as well he should. A great, gutsy, tough fight. In memory of his mother, he should be celebrating it, but I suspect the man who will be celebrating wearing the title is that man throwing the kick and the punch. Osama Asli.
Just more, I would say, elite distance play at those ranges. James Honey unable to close this into the phone booth where it appeared like he was having so much success. And then when you layer on the grappling acumen of Osama Asli,
I mean, you know, there's a lot of wild things happening. There's a lot of really complicated things going on here. But it's also simple. You want to touch and not get touched, right? What is that? Where are you? When are you? How are you protected? Are you in balance? Is he in balance? That game of manipulating him to be off balance when you're in balance, you touch him and him not touch you, that was done masterfully by Osama Asli tonight.
After a fantastic 5-round affair, let's send it inside to the pit to find out the official decision.
And for the decision, your winner by unanimous decision, and new from the right corner, Osama Asli.
Osama Asli gets it done, 23 years young. The pride of Morocco now has gold around his waist, Robin Black.
And well-earned, well-deserved, you know, a lifetime of preparation and growth expressed here in a night of perfectly showing your skills, being up to every challenge, and then putting the whole thing together. It was a masterful fight. It really was. Let's hear from him.
Displayed every skill set possible, and now the new champion speaks with King Apollo.